Girl, you know. Now, yeah. Say, you knock me out. Mm-hmm. Say, outstanding. Mmm.
Welcome
I'll be here
everyone
after
to
one,
Pit
after the
Bull
first possession.
Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors taking on the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway.
Fiending. Come on.
Out of the end
Come
zone.
on, locked in.
He stopped short of the 20
Let's
at
go,
the
locked
19,
in. He supposed to niggas. He
and
wasn't
wishes
supposed
he'd
to.
just taken the touchback.
The board.
We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him.
Fiending.
They knock him down after
Fiending.
a gain
Relax.
of 3 to the 23.
Relax.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn
Chase
into
down,
5
don't do
to
it.
15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dunk Mac. And one. We just needed the majority. That's it.
Pocket breaking down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Oh, no.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Floating away. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Punt is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Right on the money. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Finds his tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try.
That shit is ass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Nah, yeah. You focus on yours. Let her focus on her.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yes.
Gives it on the option. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson will throw. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Rides the back on the option. The give. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work.
Oh.
It's picked off. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida International. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Got his man. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick strike complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Tyree. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
You know, I defensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No
I see
wonder
you,
that
man.
didn't feel
I
incomplete.
hate when they
Wilson to pass. They've got the screen set
Correction
up.
shit be like,
There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching credit.
Top
Nice
that
execution on the
that.
screen.
He's
Allow
tall,
the
he's
rush
just
to
like,
come
wait,
upfield. Now I
mad
release,
big.
get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll go to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sixth play of the drive coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Toss sweep to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get in. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
He has to just let me check.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He'll ride his man on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. FIU will line up to punt. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
And you know that song?
Unloads to the wide
I don't know that song.
A strike downfield.
Touchdown, that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. And what better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab.
Cocha.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Davis looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll give him a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can
niggas got Mac at
bronze. Sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Going for the line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already
go ahead, Damen.
passing yards on the season.
You know what this is about.
You know what that's
about? You know what that's about?
Now it's 2nd and goal.
I said it, yo!
Trying to slam
Turn me up.
Touchdown, Hawaii. Great job by the back on the option.
actually have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong.
Turn the headphones
in the
up.
end zone. Know I get
Louder.
and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll go with the direct
Hello,
snap.
hello, 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 white America.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try
Fire
for
hurt
two
my
fails, and they
name.
are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Yes, ma'am.
No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs for the tackle. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here comes the option. The pitch. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, the Chiefs playing close at one. That was a good game.
Lowers those pads. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wilson will throw. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy
7-4.
completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding the biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
All right.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout.
This 3-pointer is
Got his
below
man to the
70.
left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss.
Now, yeah, just watch it.
And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The give on the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hawaii. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake... Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. 1st down and 10. Wilson to pass.
It's a survivor.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
They'll send the back in motion. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time.
I'm bored in the 1st quarter is what I want to see.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They'll run the option. Gives it on the option. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? He's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the
loss. Going for Wilt record right now.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out
like
the
it's
field
40
because
boards.
that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve
can I get a skibidi back?
Possible.
My bad.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Davis will throw.
Ready. Oh.
Caught over the middle. It's Tyree.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Hey.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Not yet. Not yet. She was playing with it first. Let's go. Up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a
You're not bossing her around today. For this quarterback, but his go sit back down. Go sit back down. Good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted to stop the threat. The defense